Taylor here once again. I just want to take some time and create a short video on how to best navigate Blackboard. Many of you are probably new to Blackboard, and so this is your first experience, and so I just want to spend a little bit of time going through Blackboard and showing you where some of the essential links and resources are to help you better orient yourself with the course this semester. And so we're going to be spending a lot of time on Blackboard, and so we should get to know Blackboard now. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see Blackboard from my point of view. Okay, so this is Blackboard right here. When you log into Blackboard, it's going to bring you to this introductory page, coursework and units. And so a couple things to keep in mind about Blackboard. Over here to the very far left is the toolbar, and that's a very easy way to jump around from place to place in the Blackboard site. And so you can see it's organized accordingly. At the very top, we have the page that we're looking at right now, coursework and units. We have a link to the introduction to the instructor for information about myself, Mr. Taylor. This right here will quickly take you to the syllabus and course policies. Any announcements that I have for the class, any emails that I send, I will also put them up here on Blackboard. So anytime that I have important information or reminders about due dates, I will also duplicate them and put them on Blackboard as well so that you can see them. Other important links in the toolbar, you can see right here, anytime that we have a major assignment to submit, you can submit it here under assignment prompts and submissions. Anytime that there is a discussion board assignment due, you can find it here under discussions. I'll come back to it very shortly. A couple things that I just wanted to point out about Blackboard, which is pretty helpful. You can see that we have a couple links right here for Blackboard support. And also a 24/7 Blackboard support site, as well as an IT website for students. Also down here under resources, these are important links as well. This link right here, St. Martin's Handbook, the 8th edition, this is optional for you to purchase. I'm going to go ahead and click on it so you can see the Red Shelf site. You can go ahead and purchase it here. It's $55. You get lifetime access to it. You don't have to buy it, but it's a very useful resource. And one of the good things about it is that you will be able to use it for the rest of your life. And you'll be able to use it for any future classes that you take, psychology, biology, history, etc. And so I do suggest that you do buy it. It has a lot of really helpful material, like I said, but again, it's just optional. Down here, you can see that there's a link to the University Writing Center. And since there's a pandemic going on right now, that the University Writing Center is holding all of their online tutorials on their website. And so if you want to access the University Writing Center, you can go ahead and click on this link. You'll need to make an appointment. It's fairly easy to do. You just want to make sure that if you do need help with assignment, an assignment, just to make sure to schedule your appointments as early as possible, because the University Writing Center is very popular because it's incredibly useful for students. And so you just want to make sure that you jump on it and that you make an appointment as quick as possible. It's a very, very valuable resource, and they will help you out tremendously with projects that you're working on. If you need help brainstorming, if you need someone else to take a look at a draft and to provide feedback, they'll be happy to assist you. And the University Writing Center is not just for English 1301, that they're available for all of your classes. And so I do recommend taking advantage of this very important resource. Another very important resource right here, there's a link to purchase course materials for this class. And so you just simply click on it and it will take you to the Barnes & Noble bookstore. You have to create an account, and as soon as you do, it will take you to the books that you need for this course. And so these resources right here to the left, they're very important. And so take advantage of them. And so up here, some more important things. Like I said, if you want to take a look at the syllabus, which you'll need to, you simply click on it. and it will bring it up here. And so you can see some important things at the very top, that this is my email address, r.taylor at ttu.edu if you need help. If you have questions, whatever you need, please email me. I typically stop checking email around 7 o'clock at night. And so the earlier that you can email me, the better, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. You want to make sure that you read the syllabus all the way through, read it carefully, read it thoroughly. It has all the class policies, and expectations as well. You can see down here that the class is broken down into 4 different projects. We're going to be working through 3 specific units. And the first project that we're going to be working on is the mediated values essay. The first draft is going to be due next week. And so you want to be thinking about this project as soon as you can. We'll be going it over further. So, and I'll be coming back to this, but for now, I just want to make a note that we're going to be starting off with project 1, which is the mediated values essay. And you can see right here, what book do you need to buy for this course? You need to buy the St. Martin's Handbook. Oh, I'm sorry, that's recommended material. You are going to be buying the Introduction to College Rhetoric and Inquiry, the first edition, edited by Monica Norris and Michael J. Ferris. You can find that again in the Barnes & Noble bookstore. They're not open right now for obvious reasons, but you can quickly and easily purchase your materials online. And so you can see down here, this is how your grade breaks down. This is the criteria for how I grade in this course. And you can see that there's a full description for an A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, and F grade. Make sure that you read the policy about due dates and late penalties. That's very important to take a look at. See if there's anything else. There's a number of resources at the very bottom of the syllabus. So make sure that you just take a look at them and know that these resources are always available to you in whatever way that you need. And so that's where the syllabus is. And so another important link, right, that I want you to take a look at, go ahead and click on coursework and units, and you can see that there's a number of important resources. There is a link right here, course questions and answers. If you click on that, it'll bring you to the discussion board. And this is a really good way to ask questions, policies that you're not clear on, due dates that you're not clear on. And you can go ahead and ask your question. You can either email me and I'll get back to you right away, or you can post your question to the discussion board. Everyone will be able to see it. Everyone can chime in and answer it if they feel inclined. And I will get back to you and I will answer your question as soon as possible. Since it's public, when I answer it, all your classmates are going to be able to see it. And sometimes it can be really efficient. Sometimes students will have the same question. And if you ask it publicly, everyone will be able to see my answer. And so the full course schedule, if you'd like to take a look at it, you can find it right here. You can see that it's broken down by weeks. It's not technically a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday course since it's a sync class. And so just keep in mind that you're going to have assignments due typically Monday, Wednesday, and every Friday. And so you can see that the way that the course schedule is organized is that it's organized by Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Our first day of class, it starts technically this coming Tuesday. And we will have a number of assignments due by Wednesday at midnight. And so all the assignments that are going to be due on Wednesday night, you can find them in this column right here. You can see that you are asked to read and or watch your introduction to the instructor, which I'll show you here momentarily. You are to read the syllabus and course policies. You are to read the discussion board expectations and the process work expectations. Make sure that you read those, that you're familiar with the policies and the ways in which I'm going to grade your assignments, and keep those in mind throughout the rest of the semester. And the actual assignments that are due, you can find them down here. These are the things that you're going to need to complete and finish by Wednesday at midnight. You'll need to purchase the Introduction to College Rhetoric and Inquiry, your textbook. You'll need to purchase your St. Martin's Handbook, which again is optional. You'll need to post your own personal introduction to the discussion board. There's a prompt for that, and I'll show it to you very shortly. And then you'll also need to complete an online learning readiness quiz. What you'll need to do is you'll need to take the quiz. I'll show you a link to it shortly, but for now you can see that there's a hyperlink which will take it to you right here. You will need to copy your results into a Word document and then submit it to the assignment folder. And this activity, it's not meant to stress you out or demoralize you, but this activity is meant to reflect, get you to reflect on your own readiness for online learning and to help you think about ways in which you can improve. And so that's going to be due by Wednesday night by midnight. You'll see that there are, by Friday night, you have a number of readings that are due as well. There's a couple of short assignments that are due. I don't want to overburden you with too much information right off the bat, so I will come back to this later on. And so that is the full course schedule. Coming back to the coursework and units page, you'll see that this is a very helpful link right here. This is the introduction to the course for week 1. And so if you go ahead and you click on this, that this link will bring you to all the resources that you need to complete your all the work that's going to be due by Wednesday. And so you can see right here everything that was on the course schedule. It's sort of just broken down. It's a little bit more atomized, and you can see that you can find this information again underneath this link here. And so this little arrow right here, page 1 of 8, you want to make sure that you click your way through it. If you click on it once, it'll bring you to the introduction to the instructor. You can see that I have a picture of myself, a short little bio, and then a short video of me basically just introducing myself and also introducing you to some of the core concepts that we're going to be going over this semester. And so go ahead and click on that arrow again. You'll see that it brings you to the syllabus once again. You click on it again, it'll bring you to the course schedule. And then you'll see that there are links to the discussion forum expectations, the process work expectations, the student introduction discussion forum. And so this is simply the prompt that you'll be answering by Wednesday night at midnight, and then your online learning readiness test. And this is where you'll submit it. And so after you take the quiz, you'll go ahead and save it. You'll save your answers under a Word document. You'll save it, and then when you're ready, you will browse your computer and you will add it as an attachment and you will submit it. And it's worth 10 points, and you want to make sure that you complete it by Wednesday night at midnight. Okay, so what I need to show you now is the discussion board. And so you can simply access it here with the left toolbar. You go ahead and click on discussions, and that you'll see the number of different discussion posts that you'll need to complete for the first unit of the course. As we continue and progress through our course, I will make available the rest of the discussion board posts. But for now, I'm just keeping it to the first unit. And so the first discussion post that you're going to focus on is this one right here, student introductions. This is what I'm asking for. And basically, this is so I can get to know you better as students. And so I will be able to put faces to names. And so this is what you will complete by Wednesday at midnight. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your major or interests are. You will also post a picture of one thing, and it can be anything that you have that helps demonstrate an important aspect of yourself, and then describe that thing. And then lastly, what's something fun and interesting about yourself, something wildly non-academic. For myself, I already told you in my introductory essay that I'm a big NFL fan and also a big NBA fan. I like to play poker when I have the opportunity, and occasionally, every month or so, I like to play Madden football. And so that's something somewhat fun about myself. And I look forward to hearing from you as well. And so that's a basic rundown of Blackboard. The best way to learn Blackboard and the best way to get used to Blackboard is simply by just browsing it, playing with it, experimenting with it, and just using it. And the more that you use it, the more you'll get used to it. And if you have any questions about Blackboard, remember that you have me as a resource. You can contact me at r.taylor@ttu.edu. And then you have a number of resources, online resources down here, Blackboard support, a 24/7 Blackboard support site, and then the TTU IT site as well. And so play around with it, order your textbooks, make sure that you complete your discussion board post, and also make sure that you take your online readiness